Hello and welcome to the Cam Kids Podcast. I'm your host, Bill Robert, and today my guests are Caleb and Teddy.
Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good.
Doing good.
That's good. Welcome to the show today.
Hello. Hi.
All right, so we're going to talk about some things here, get a little background and our guest today. And first of all, what grade are you in, Caleb?
I'm in 7th.
So you're at NAMS.
Yeah.
How about you, Teddy?
I'm going into 6th.
You're going to 6th, also at NAMS?
Yeah.
So you're actually
I'm actually going into a school called Sparhawk. It's up in Amesbury.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sparhawk.
Advice for 6th grade. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't pick trumpet.
They have a huge like stuffed tiger. Like,
Okay.
Note to self, I should have never. Don't pick trumpet. It's not fun. There are so many kids in the class who just spend their entire life goal is to make as much noise as possible.
I'm more of a
that's not good.
glockenspiel xylophone guy.
Oh, boy.
I
Wow.
almost said xylophone. Xylophone.
There we go.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Either way, we're catching some good vibes from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vibes, vibraphone. Anyway.
Vibraphone, yeah.
So, as we're talking about music, let's get into our first subject here. It's actually a pretty good segue going right in here. And we'll start with you, Teddy, since you're mentioning vibraphone instruments. Hobbies. What kind of things do you like to do when you're not doing school stuff?
Well, that's the thing. There's not always much to do besides, I don't know, swim a little bit and take bike rides. If I lived on a beach house, which I really wish I did, I would go to the beach every day and go diving every day and snorkeling every day because I love the ocean and I want to be a part of it in pretty much every way possible.
So you would like to basically become a fish
Or a merman?
Well,
or a sea dragon.
an invincible fish. I'd become an invincible fish
Okay,
because
so
I don't want to get eaten by any sharks or anything.
I was going to say, okay,
So,
we'll call you Teddy Piranha then.
No,
Nah, how about,
piranhas are not invincible. They're not
How
likely
about I'll
to
just
die.
Yeah.
I'll just you know what? I'll just be I think I'm
Orca?
just gonna no, I'm not gonna be an orca. I'm gonna be
Orca.
a guy who likes the ocean and wants to live right next to it.
Okay. So basically, you could be like the next oceanic explorer. I don't know if you've ever heard the name Jacques Cousteau.
Oh yeah, I love him. He's like my hero in a way.
Really?
Like, I have a red like knit hat just like his.
Wow.
But I don't know where it is. I've been looking for it. Like, where's my favorite hat? Where is it?
It's cool because when I dropped that name, when I brought up Cousteau, I thought this was going to be one that I was explaining because a lot of times I mention, it's one of the things when you're getting older, you mention like all kinds of pop culture references and the stuff you grew up with, and everyone younger just looks at you and goes, huh? But in this case, Cousteau, that's great because I was actually watching The Undersea World of Jacques Cousteau back when I was your age,
He
when I was in
had a
6th
lot
grade.
of cool magazines, I heard.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like treasure diving magazines.
And his son, I think
Something
Philippe, still
that
carried
people
everything on.
read.
Yeah.
Who wants to look at pictures about clothes and songs and the Kardashians?
Well, don't get me
with
started on the
dressed-up ladies.
Kardashians,
I just
please
find
don't.
When they can read about interesting new things found under the sea every day.
Okay. Yeah, you're a definite. You're the next Matt Hooper.
Yeah. It's weird how the magazine company itself doesn't understand anybody's tastes.
Well, no, I think the problem is people that buy magazines don't have any taste, so they're catering to those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're just like blind, basically.
So
when
now
it
that
comes
we've
to magazines.
Headless chicken. Or headless snake.
Now that we've talked
Yeah.
about your oceanic exploits or exploits to be, Caleb, some of your hobbies. What do you like to do when you're not on the clock for school, as it were?
Okay, I like to go outside. I like to explore.
Explore what?
My backyard. I can go to the woods a bit.
Okay, cool.
Because, bike ride, video games. I think that's obvious.
Me too. Yeah, I love
like
video
them.
games.
What do you have for a bike?
It's a mountain bike.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's like I won't go on the mountain bike every day, but it's just nice to have. I mean, it doesn't make real biking any harder. It just makes mountain biking easier. So there's no disadvantage.
Cool.
I also like climbing. I am a mountain goat.
Okay.
like I'm not a professional climber, but I can do some climbing. Also, fun fact, so I this summer I went to a video game camp,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually made a game. You can actually physically go on your Chromebook or computer and just go play it. I can tell you
What's
later.
it called?
Yeah, so what you have to do is go into the top search bar on Google Chrome. Okay. Then search up Flow Lab.
Flow Lab. Okay.
Okay. Then once you're in there, click on the first thing. Then go up to the then you'll be in there. Press the games button. Then you'll be in then press the search button. Search up the red dot and click on the thing that has more plays. It'll have like a cat on it and no spikes. And then you'll be in my game.
Very cool.
It's actually pretty good
Very
and
cool.
it's hard.
So you're climbing. So basically, what's going to happen is you're both of you are going to be at opposite ends of the sea level spectrum. You'll be 1,000 feet below
No, I'm
exploring,
not.
and you'll be at 1,000 feet above doing
I'm-
some climbing.
I'm not. I'm not climbing, but like I can just like go up a rock.
Well,
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, why go 1,000 feet when you can go 5,000 miles?
Okay.
Above or below? Because either way, that's going to require some very tough and very specialized equipment.
Below, sir.
Do they have? Can say how?
Have you heard of the Deep Worker sub?
I
Or
have
the
not.
Newt suit?
I have not.
The Newt suit is like a submarine suit that you can submerge in, and it protects your body from the car
Pressure.
compactor
Oh, yeah.
of the deep sea.
What's the rated crush depth on it?
I don't know. If you didn't take your strong suit off, you'd probably be a panini.
Well, yeah.
And there's
the
also
undersea
Deep
human
Worker-
panini.
There's also the Deep Worker sub, which is a submarine, and it looks like a cardboard box covered in masking tape. But there's a lot more to it because because it has many thick layers of metal, steel, and glass for the window portholes that keep you also protected from the crushing pressure of the deep depths and the deep briny bottom.
Yeah, I remember when, in fact, I think it was like 7th or 8th grade for me. It was a little after you. There was a TV movie on ABC, and one of the things, it was a submarine that went down and crashed. And it was the first time they really showed what was then called the DSRV, the Deep Sea Rescue Vehicle. And it was like one of the first times you'd ever seen it on TV. And they went down and they basically tried to rescue as many as possible. And I think usual film trope, I think at the end the captain wound up dying, but everyone else got out okay. But some of those deep sea vehicles are really fascinating, and the engineering that goes into them, it's amazing.
I like
Complex.
I had this
Yeah.
game. It's called Subnautica. You heard of it? You know, you just go, you explore underwater. It's also a horror game, and sharks are not the most thing you have to worry
Wait,
about.
Subnautica?
Yeah,
Oh, I heard of that game.
it's fun. It's cool.
I have this game on my Switch called Abzu. It's like that, but there's a lot more to it. You see a lot of creatures, but you also see like alien civilization
you
and
are-
lost
oh.
cities and stuff. I also
Abzu sounds like you're collecting animals on your stomach muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it does. There are a lot of animals though, sea animals, and there's also this game called Beyond Blue that goes more in depth about the creatures and the locations, and there's less creatures than I wish, but you know, in order to see those creatures that you want to see, you need to go down there yourself. Sometimes, you know what they say, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Bingo. So we're about to jump to our next question, but before we do, I just have to ask, because your interest and your knowledge of the aquatic stuff, I mean, you've learned a lot, so you're super into it. What got you into it?
Well, it actually started with video games in their water levels.
Okay.
If you've ever played Mario, I bet you've seen the water levels where it's just the blue and then the green ground and stuff. I always thought those were cool and stuff, and that kind of got me into the ocean. And as I got into the ocean, I was able to see what all the different enemies were based off of, and like their
the
real life counterparts.
So I wonder what those spiky urchins in Super Mario World were based on. I bet you had a lot of fun finding them. Oh, cool! A spike ball. Neat.
Yeah.
Sea urchins.
Yeah, urchin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of okay. So
Next question.
I love first of all, I love the fact that you're a Cousteau fan. That is so great.
Yeah.
And speaking of Cousteau, obviously he was on television. That nicely dovetails right into my next question here. And what is it you like to watch? I mean, before I would say things like, what's your favorite TV show? But nowadays, most people are just on the computers. TV has become irrelevant to a lot of people, which is ironic because we're actually recording this in a television station. But as far as stuff either like on TV, could be on TV, or streaming, or even like movies or movie series and stuff like that, what are the things that you like to watch? And we'll start with you this time, Caleb.
YouTube. I'm not really a movie fan. Like,
Really?
I used to be one, but like as I sort of got a bit more independent, I just don't like movies.
Okay.
Like I like them, but like I'm not like.
It's not something you do often like you used to before YouTube didn't exist.
Yeah, like it's just not as fun because like there's some movies I just don't want to see. Like Wall-E, a movie like that. Yeah, I'll see anytime, but like a movie like. Oh, Cinderella. Or like some other movie, that adult movie.
But, Cinderella, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that you're really not their target audience.
Yeah.
So.
I know.
Yeah, I watch YouTube very often. It's a daily thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when it comes to shows, I like SpongeBob.
Okay.
And Patrick Star, the star character.
Mm-hmm.
Just had his brand new spin-off show called The Patrick Star Show, so
I did not know
watched
that.
often as well.
Very cool.
I also love the SpongeBob movie, and I like this show called Adventure Time. It's a nice show. Yeah, so I have some favorite shows and favorite movies. Ooh, I also love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then. So, when it comes to YouTube, what kind of things do you like to watch? Gaming channels, reaction channels?
I love reaction channels. I love gaming channels.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I also love there's this.
What kind of reaction channels?
Well, channels where it's
What are they reacting to?
Memes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's this YouTube channel called the Infographics Show, and it talks about all sorts of things going on. Sometimes they're controversial, which is have to do with wars sometimes. Sometimes they're ghost stories and stuff, which I'm into.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Spooky.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's, so YouTube's basically the thing, as far as, not really into the whole scripted thing per se. You just like, watching videos on YouTube, and a lot of people do that. As far as anything streaming, I'm still pretty much kind of a TV/video guy.
Is it because you didn't grow up with YouTube?
Thank God I didn't grow up with YouTube. My attention span's already horrific, but that would be even much worse.
I think that's a good thing because I think, I think
it can be a good thing and a bad thing. As Tobey Maguire said in the first Spider-Man movie, it is my gift, it is my curse.
I think aging into the age of underrated television. I think aging and getting into that age is normal, and that's gonna happen. And we're gonna age when there's flying cars flying around and teleportation devices.
That's something I hope never happens.
Really? I disagree.
Just of my adventures driving to work on a daily basis and seeing the people that are getting licenses. I don't want them in the air. I don't want them over my head.
Yeah, but teleporting. What about teleporting?
Teleporting
wouldn't even
would
need
be very convenient.
You wouldn't have to move those 5 steps to your counter.
But then there's the whole, with that, it's an existential discussion because one of the things, talking about TV and things like that, I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. Huge fan. The original, Next Generation. Most of the newer stuff I haven't been into, but for some reason, Strange New Worlds I absolutely loved. I just really dug that. But there's always been this thing that's like, with the transporter, once it disassembles you, does it technically kill you and make a replica?
Technically, yeah.
So that's one of those kind of existential questions that people bring up when they're discussing Star Trek.
Yeah, yeah, and I think being born in that era would probably have a much worse outcome for all of us.
Yep.
Especially us who love video and technology.
Yeah.
Like you and me, and probably you too. Yeah.
All right. So we're talking about television a little bit, streaming. Let's completely just take a 90-degree turn here, going in a different direction here. And we're going to start with Teddy once again. Teddy, as far as if we're looking in the menu here, if you're at a restaurant, what would be your favorite thing to order?
Actually, can you start with him?
Okay. Well, I started with him. Actually, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, got it.
I was trying to go like back and forth to kind of make it fair, but.
Okay.
But
well,
okay,
this is
Caleb,
actually
question goes to you.
really Easy.
Hang on there. We'll take that top spin lob volley from Teddy here. Pop it right into your court, so you've got it.
It's like cork.
Okay. I like steak. I like it nice, juicy red. The red
Filet mignon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's delicious.
With or without the bacon?
I like bacon, but no.
Okay, because they do have bacon wrapped filet mignons, which are
There is surf
absolutely
and turf.
heavenly.
Surf and turf is steak and lobster.
If I need to have a vegetable, I'll have broccoli with fries. But if I don't, and I'm feeling in the mood for fries with fries.
Okay.
Fries are just so delicious. Like sometimes I don't like fast food fries or like those special fries that are like served in fries, or like the ones that are curvy and thick.
You like the
I just like the
straight
regular
crunchy
fries.
ones?
Yeah.
What about steak fries?
Not really.
Really?
I would eat
What
one,
about
but
Parmesan fries?
what are they like?
They're like regular fries that have been like dusted in Parmesan cheese and then
and then
done.
like
I
seasoned
don't like
and
cheese.
stuff.
You don't like cheese, okay?
Only thing that I
Do you like?
guess pizza.
Do you hate when you go to like a restaurant and out of all the fries, there's this one fry that's soggy and sagging?
Yeah.
I think everyone hates that. And
No,
I'm
you
the
want a
biggest fan of
good fry.
crinkly
As far as for me,
fries.
gold standard is it's got a nice fluffy interior, but it's got a good crispy exterior. You get a good
Yeah.
crunch with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good fry.
Yeah.
I feel like fries are so amazing because they're so delicious, but they don't take away anything from the meal. They're just good on their own. They carry their own weight and they don't support anything else.
Are you serious?
They're like that great character
They're a
actor.
staple of almost every meal, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'd also like a burger. Just regular burger, nothing on it. Nothing,
Yeah.
not even cheese.
Well,
Nothing is good.
We've established the fact that you don't like cheese.
Yeah. It just I'm having a burger, not pickles and ketchup and lettuce and whatever other stuff you put on your
Yeah,
burger.
depends on the burger. Like there's
fries,
there's one of them that's like a rodeo burger or something like that. I get one of the places I go to, and it's got like the burger, but then it's got some lettuce, an onion ring, and barbecue sauce, and it's wonderful.
You know,
But
one
like
time
you don't taste the patty.
No, you still no, but,
Isn't it why you bought it? For the patty?
Well, yeah, no, but once again, depending on how you eat it, you can still taste the patty. I have no problem tasting
one
the patty.
time I was ordering food from a restaurant, and I told Dad that I want a baked potato and some fries, and he said they're both potatoes, so I had to have one or the other. And so at first I wanted fries, but then I wanted baked potato. I had to choose one. I chose baked potato because both are good. I wish he didn't care so much.
Well, at the same time, that's an awful lot of starch for one meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe once you break it up, maybe have like another, maybe have like a
I'm
veggie
good
or something.
With my vegetables. I love
Potatoes
vegetables.
are vegetables, and that's another thing.
Well, technically they are, but also they're starch. They're more
is
they're not so much a
delicious.
vegetable. I mean, they grow from the ground, but they're more. As far as they're not considered vegetables in the nutrition sense a lot of times. So anyway, so one of the things I want to get back to you, because you mentioned vegetables, and the first vegetable you brought up was broccoli, which is a very polarizing vegetable. Either you love it or you hate it, but you went like full in from the
Love it.
stop. So what are some of your other favorite vegetables?
Green beans, cucumbers,
Mm-hmm.
carrots, corn. I feel like everybody loves corn.
Oh, corn is dynamite.
Yeah, corn, like even if you don't like vegetables, corn just is like, well, yeah, no.
Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that because, like, especially like you got like a good sweet corn. Last week, my wife and I went to an ice cream place up in Bedford.
There's corn ice cream.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound the worst.
it's dynamite. It's really good
I-
because it's like the really good creamy sweet corn.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't like butter on it though.
yeah. Well, no, that's
I just like the corn.
yeah.
It's just good.
Oh, the corn is really good. In fact, I actually have some corn with me for lunch today. My wife grilled a bunch of ears of corn the other night. So, you ever had grilled corn on the cob?
No.
Oh, it's really good. Try that.
You know,
Okay, so we've discussed this, and you were about to say?
I think my favorite restaurant so far that I've been to would probably be I think the Wells Lobster Pound in Wells, Maine is
Okay.
a nice place, and they have good lobster. I love lobster. I've had it since I was a little kid and loved it since then.
I don't like lobster.
I'm with you.
I also love crab. Crab
Neither-
is good too. Crab has a
Crustaceans are disgusting.
sweet taste. Well, it depends on your tastes.
Yeah, someone once asked me, it's like, okay, they're like, I don't get it. You like fish, you like clams, you like scallops, but you don't like crab? I'm like, of course not. A crab is a giant nuclear mutant undersea spider. You know how I feel about spiders. Do the math.
Well,
there are actually
I'm not scared of crabs.
well, there is.
I'm not scared. I just think they're gross.
There's a species of
Neither
crab
do I
called
think
a
they're gross.
spider. There's a species of crab called a spider crab, and it's like
A species I hope I never encounter.
I heard it's tasty, and I've had a king crab.
I'll take your
before.
word for it.
And king
Listen.
crab is actually super good. Yet
Listen,
the legs are just spiky, so you gotta be careful.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like
Hang on.
crabs,
Quick question for you.
but, like-
Since you're here, since we're talking about your love for the sea and you're talking about you like crabs and things like that, do you watch Deadliest Catch at all?
Nah, I
Okay.
don't. Should
just
I
curious.
watch it?
Have you
Oh yeah, I.
Have you
Oh,
watched
I mean,
watching
it's all about the guys that are on the crab boats off
Reaper.
the Alaska coast.
Yeah.
Like,
Yet people get injured and die in the show.
well,
Wow.
it's. I mean,
Cool.
fishing is a very rough business.
Well, at least deep sea fishing is.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think I like shrimp out of all of them
Also disgusting.
because
I don't
they're
like
chewy.
seafood. Okay.
They're chewy and plump. Okay, we understand.
Yeah.
I love shellfish like mussels, clams.
Oh, clams
and
are awesome.
scallops.
Yep.
I've never tried oysters. I've had oysters. You know, I want to hear a funny story real quick?
Sure.
Actually, I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Well, I like shrimp in 3 different ways. I like tempura shrimp. I like firecracker shrimp,
Okay.
and I like chili shrimp.
Okay. First of all, a way to make any food better: tempura.
And
I
chili
don't
a little bit.
know.
Chili is always good.
Fries.
Well, no, basically tempura is a Japanese thing where you put it in batter, in tempura batter, and then deep fry it.
It's super good.
So
The thing with tempura
fry-
batter is the reason why it's different from like standard like you'd find like fish batter is
So
tempura
fry it.
batter they put like seltzer water in it or club soda
to make it
So
bubbly
fry it.
to make
and
it bubbly.
crispy. And
And I do that in my pancakes.
So fry it.
wow, you fry pancakes?
Well, not deep fry 'em, but I mean I put in the batter instead of like the regular water like the
So
recipe
you
calls for.
fried it.
I put in blueberry seltzer.
That
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
so it
You
makes the
are-
pancakes fluffier, and you've got more blueberry flavor. So,
flavor.
and my wife works at a farm, so we get fresh blueberries all the time. So I pop those in, and bingo.
I could do that with root beer. Bam! Root beer pancakes for breakfast. A great
I can do
excuse
that
to
with
have root beer at breakfast.
cherry juice.
You
cherry
are a genius,
pancake.
man.
Hey.
I'm so glad I met you. Anyway,
Root beer pancakes,
Cherry
interesting.
pancakes.
you know, it was a long
Okay.
time ago when I was a
Delicious.
really, really little kid. I went to one of my other favorite restaurants near me
Okay.
called Elm Square Oyster Company. And they have a nice fish tank there. They have like a few clownfish and stuff. if I got the chance, I'd have them improve their fish tank with some crabs and some shrimp and some stuff that make the tank awesomer. When I was a really little kid, my dad took me out to that restaurant with like the grandparents and stuff, but my mom didn't come.
Oh.
And my dad let me have raw oysters at a young age.
Was
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember how it tastes, but Dad said he remembers me giving a thumbs up saying it's good, but having a, like, sour face, like, blech.
Well, I don't like
It's
oysters.
funny you mentioned that experience. I don't know if you've ever heard of the chef Anthony Bourdain. He passed away a couple of years ago. Really noted chef. Worked on, did a lot of TV shows about food. His first experience with food, as he put in his first book, was he was a youngster vacationing with his family out in France, and they were on an oyster boat. And everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to try those. I don't want to try those." He's like, "Hook me up. I'll try one." And him tasting that first oyster was such a life-changing experience for him that basically food became his life.
Wow. You see, the downside to this is because when we got home and my mom found out, I don't remember any of this either because I was a young kid, a youngster when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom, he said, got really, really mad at my dad and yelled at him and stuff. I guess that's what he told me and what Mom told me. So, yeah.
Because you had oysters.
And that she didn't want me having raw oysters at such a young age.
Yeah, I can see where that might be.
And now I'm 12 years old and they won't even let me eat sushi grade.
Oh boy.
Or ahi. I've always wanted
Well,
to try ahi.
look at this point. Look at it this way. Think of everything you have to look forward to.
Yeah. Now we're talking. I mean, hey, it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, it's the approach. I mean, when you go there, it's just
easy
it's not a question of
forget
it's something I
about
haven't done. It's something I get to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's something I get to try at some point.
It's I think
Along with Caleb doing his best Darth Vader impression.
I think we always whenever we're so like we can't take our mind off of our negative thoughts. Our negative thoughts really engulf our brains. And we need to break through those thoughts and say, hey, the world is a crappy place, but it's also a really good place. And that's why we have everything to look forward to and to be happy about. And sure, the world has its fair share of bad stuff, but sometimes we just need to push those bad stuff aside and save room for the things that we can enjoy while we're still alive.
Now, interesting point is when we were going through our training before we started recording today, one of the things I mentioned is always listen to your guest response because sometimes you may have a question coming up that they may have already answered in the previous question. Well, Teddy didn't mention so much his favorite food, but his favorite place to go, which is actually my next question, and he's already gone at length. So, Caleb, let's ask you, if you've got a place you want to go, grab some food. 99. Great choice. Great choice.
They have good chicken
menu.
Tenders there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The steaks there are pretty good, too.
That's it.
My dad says that the ribs there are good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I like the smell inside of the place.
And it's family friendly.
I haven't gone there in such a long time. Maybe I should go back there
haven't
sometime.
gone there, but when COVID hit, I didn't go there. Mm-hmm. When we went back, it felt so good. I remember all the good stuff.
Well, it's funny because
the menu.
Because obviously there's a 99 literally right up the way here, so you've got one like close to you.
Yeah,
there's one like
the
when
new
you're
one
heading
is good.
Towards Bertucci's.
Yeah,
stuff.
right on 125 across from Heritage Green.
Yeah, and Harrison's. Oh, I'm Harrison's. You've been to Harrison's?
Oh, I went even closer. So you know that yellow gas station that's on the way to Richardson's? Like so when you're going to
the
Richardson's,
gas station right next to Harrison's?
Next to Boston Hill Farm.
Oh, that's further as you're going up 114.
Yeah. There's like a little cut there. I live in that neighborhood.
Okay.
And there's a 99 like in Haverhill.
Okay, yeah.
And
Well,
and
there's-
it's like
there's-
so fast.
There's also one here where I live in Salem, New Hampshire. We've got one like minutes away too.
They're
so,
everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They're everywhere.
So 99. Any other places like, for instance, ice cream?
Yeah, I do, but like 99 is just.
Oh, 99 is so
I
good.
don't really care, but 99 is like especially good.
I always get this nice feeling when I head into Harrison's because I don't know why, but like I get this vintage feeling, like I'm in the 70s, and like I just love like being in there and seeing all the vintage stuff and the trophies on the wall.
Yeah.
I love their chicken tenders. They are so crispy, crunchy, good, and their they do crinkly fries.
Yes, they do. The
And
crinkle cuts are very good.
They do them the best there.
Yeah,
And-
they've got very good crinkle cut fries there.
yeah, and
It's-
they have
it's interesting.
pretty good roast beef.
Well, you mentioned it takes you back to the 70s. I actually lived in North Andover twice in my younger years. And one point I lived there in the mid-'80s. And Harrison's was there. So, and it hasn't changed since the mid-'80s since I was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's like time has stand still for 40 years.
Yeah.
The only
And
thing
it
But
that's
it's pretty cool.
It's a good
changed
thing
is that
it didn't change.
More bangs are here in North Andover.
Change is
But-
bad when it comes to old places.
It's funny because in some of the Facebook groups, like the Merrimack Valley Eats group that I'm a part of, there's a huge debate in this town right now.
Wow.
Harrison's versus Bella's.
Meanwhile, 99 chilling.
Well, no, this is just as far as roast beef. I mean, the 99 isn't a roast beef place. They're talking best place to get a roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, I've been to
Nikki's
Bella's.
up the street on Sutton Street is pretty good too. Bella's is there and Harrison's is there too. Depending on what I'm in the mood for, I'll go to either. I'll go to Bella's or I'll go to Harrison's.
I think I'm gonna stick by Harrison's. I'm on Harrison's side.
I don't care. I'm a 99 boy.
Okay.
Okay. Think about Dunkin' Donuts. Back in the
You mean Dunkin'?
Dunkin'.
They took donuts out of their name.
Back then-
Why? What did the donuts do?
I mean,
Well, I mean,
like,
for the last 10 or 15 years, Dunkin' Donuts logo has been a coffee cup.
Fair point.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Dunkin' has not been, basically
Ever
they want to be the
since-
low-rent Starbucks.
ever since like
Yeah.
2001, it's
Yeah.
been that way.
Yeah.
I think
They want to be cheap Starbucks, and
Yeah.
Starbucks is already cheap.
my.
But
my
it's funny
mom
because they don't
always-
even do it the best. My wife, if you give her a choice of Dunks or Heavenly, 10 times out of 10 she'll go to Heavenly.
You know, my mom always told me that
The only good
Back
thing about
then,
them is
in the
that
day,
they have the donuts.
that Dunkin' Donuts was much better than it is nowadays.
Oh yeah, no, it
And
definitely is.
Also,
It was.
they're over Dunkin' Donuts. I prefer Holy Donuts. Have you heard of that place?
In Maine?
In
Yes,
Portland,
been there.
Maine.
Yes,
yeah.
I've been there,
It's
yeah.
such a great place, right?
There's-
They have
Is it
potato,
Potato donuts. There's another place that does potato donuts in Northampton, New Hampshire called Donut Love. It's the
Yeah.
same type of thing. If you've never had potato donuts, they're almost as big as your head and they're dynamite.
They don't.
I like apple.
They don't taste like
donuts.
potato, but they're
Yeah.
they're made with potato in the batter.
Yeah, it's like
So-
potato
I like
flour.
Apple donuts.
Well, apple donuts are awesome too.
Yeah.
What
they-
about cider?
Holy Donut does
I
it
guess.
the best.
When you talk about apple
That's
donuts, you mean like cider donuts? Because that's a huge
Yeah.
thing. With like
Cider
at the
donuts.
farm my wife works at, they do a huge cider donut
Oh
business.
wait, do you work? Does your wife works at Boston Hill?
Nope, she actually works at Farmer Dave's in Drake.
Oh, well.
But they do a big thing with the cider donuts. In fact, they
Apple
just built a new
donuts-
farm stand and they just bought this new. They spent like tens of thousands of dollars on a new cider donut machine for the new place.
They're so good. They have sugar, and they taste like apples.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with apples.
No, you can't. No, you can't. But as far as like, it's funny because like the donut thing, like my wife will go for Heavenly over Dunks. She'll even go for Honeydew over Dunks. And when it comes to the donuts themselves, obviously I've got those three choices because where we are, there's Heavenly's nearby. The place is carpet bombed with Dunkin' Donuts, and there's a Honeydew up the street from us too. But the one thing that I wish we had that we don't is a Krispy Kreme.
I know.
Because you want the ultimate gold standard, like regular style donut. Not talking about potato donuts. That's a different league altogether. But if you're looking for standard donuts, as far as I'm concerned, Krispy Kreme is my gold standard.
Honestly, I still like apple donuts. So.
Oh yeah,
And
no, those
honestly,
are good
I
too.
still like potato donuts.
Oh well, that's what I'm saying. But potato donuts,
actually,
those are kind of like a league of their own.
The best one is
They are.
apple cider donuts.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, I love those.
Yeah. Well, that's
have
what they make over at the farm my wife
They're
works at.
delicious.
I mean, they've literally got they got acres of apple trees there, so they have all their own stuff there. So I think we've kind of exhausted that subject as far as we can go.
Yeah.
One more question on the docket for today, and once again, we're completely changing direction here. Pets. Teddy, we'll start with you this time. Do you have any pets?
Well,
And I guess I should say any pets that might swim.
well, I used to have fish when I was younger. They all died.
Okay.
I used to have hermit crabs a while back.
They're all dead.
They're both died. Rest in peace. I have one dog and 2 cats. There's a kitten named BB. She's really cute.
Cool.
A adult old man cat named Gus. He's
Gus.
also
Nice.
cute.
Good cat name. I like that.
And then we have a very young dog. He's like, I don't know, almost like a year old, about that, roughly. Yeah. And his name is Finley.
Yep.
and-
We've met Finley. Finley's been by the station.
Yeah.
Finley's
Is he
adorable.
like a fluffy? Is like
He's a fluffy, yeah.
He
He's
looks
a, yeah.
sometimes at the corner.
I saw him.
What breed is he again?
Is
What's
he
he?
a white dog?
He was
I saw him.
he's an Australian copper, is it?
Yeah.
Australian
he's
copper,
so
yeah.
curly. He's so curly that sometimes at the corner of my eye he looks like a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No joke. And is he white?
Original recipe
Is
or
he
extra
white?
crispy?
'Cause I might have saw him.
KFC
I saw this like
style.
super
Okay,
fluffy dog.
Okay. How about you, Caleb? Any pets in the household?
I had a bunch of fish. They're all dead.
Rest in Pisces.
Good one.
The real thing I had was a hamster. His name it was a dwarf hamster, so it was like this big. Wait. His name was Zinkley. He was the nicest hamster that I've ever lived. Like I could just put him on my lap and he would just sit there and I could pet him.
Cool.
He like never bites. He bites like maybe once or twice in his lifetime. He's sadly not with us anymore, but
That's a bummer.
he was amazing at hamster, and I loved him.
Cool. Any cats, dogs?
No, I know I have my cousins have a dog. His name is Cooper, and they used to have a dog named Riley. They're both golden retrievers. But
That's funny.
Yeah,
No, the reason I say it's funny because at one point,
I know.
my in-laws had a dog named Riley, and my neighbors had a dog named Riley, and they both live on the same street. So there's a street full of Rileys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. So you right now have that, and you've got once again we've met Finley. Finley's
I also
adorable.
used to have this young dog. Well, she was actually very old, named Fluffles. Or
Fluffles.
Or
Cool.
Fluffles, we called her that. She died, sadly, because she had fluid in her lungs.
Oh,
She had,
no.
like,
Oh, that's
lung
awful.
lung
Sorry to hear
cancer
that.
or something.
My
That's
aunt
awful.
died of old age.
Yeah.
And she was old, so which made her very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was sad and stuff. That's cute.
Oh my god.
That's Jesse. That's our dog.
Oh my god.
11-year-old Pekingese.
It looks adorable.
He is. He's a fun guy. He is an absolute treat
He's
and
just
joy.
a giant fluff ball.
Yep. And the good thing is he gets along with the cats very well too.
Oh wait, they're cats or they're giant fluff balls?
Well,
as much?
only one or two giant fluff balls out of the bunch. In fact, just one.
Okay.
This is our giant fluff ball. She's named Nina.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
She's a big
Ah!
Oh
We
yeah,
call them
she's a
fur
fuzzball.
babies.
Yeah, well we do too.
Fur ball.
So we have the one dog
cream puff.
to go with
2 cats.
the cats.
Oh my god.
How many, now, you have all those cats?
That's
Yes, we
a
do.
You have
lot
9
of cats.
9
That
cats,
is
yes.
9 cats, 9 lives, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, 81 lives.
Oh my god.
Well,
Do your quick
and
multiplication there.
82 lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things are let's say never a dull moment around the house here. But anyway, I think that'll wrap it up here because we've talked about a few things today. We mentioned food, of course, some different hobbies and things like that, and Caleb's love of all things apple donuts, and obviously Teddy's love of everything involving the sea. And once again, I absolutely love that you're down with Cousteau because his shows are really fascinating. So I'm really really happy about that. So anyway,
Watch it sometime.
Yeah,
we're going to wrap it up right there. Thanks to our guests Teddy and Caleb here joining us today. I'm Bill Robert. I'd like to thank you for listening to the Cam Kids podcast. We will check you out next time.
Hello and welcome to the Cam Kids podcast. I'm Caleb, and today my guests Teddy and Bill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so what is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Burger King.
Okay, why Burger King?
I like their chicken fries.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say something. I actually don't like fast food.
Mm-hmm.
But there is
You mentioned that in the
one
last podcast, which is why I'm surprised you led with this question.
So, the reason I do, there is one fast food restaurant I like.
Which is?
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A is the closest thing, is so good of a restaurant that it's not even really a fast food restaurant. It's a restaurant. That's what makes it good.
There's something about that place. I think I might. Can I just tell you now?
What's the problem? You have a problem with Chick-fil-A.
Are we about to get political here?
No.
Okay, because
But
so when it comes to Chick-fil-A, sometimes things get very political.
Well, word hit me
Yeah.
that the employees that work there,
Yeah.
my mom told me that some of the employees that work there go to a non-gay church or non-lesbian church.
Oh, that's bad.
That's where I thought we were going with this.
Oh, okay.
No, so.
You've heard of it?
I mean those stories about Chick-fil-A have been out for a long time.
I haven't had it, but they still sell me good food.
Well, it's funny because right now where I live in Salem, New Hampshire, we have the big chicken war going on. Although only 2 of the 3 majors are participating. Because Chick-fil-A just went in not too long ago.
Okay.
But other than that, up the roadways on Route 28, there's a Popeyes,
Oh.
which used to be a KFC. But then KFC closed and Popeyes took over the space.
Okay.
As far as good as the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is,
Yeah.
I have to go to Popeyes. Popeyes would be like, the ultimate chicken sandwich if you're looking for that.
Okay.
I think it's
Here's the
because
thing.
that's because Popeyes
May I
is
tell
named
you
after Popeye the Sailor, which is also one of my favorite cartoons, and
May
they don't just have chicken, they have like shrimp and stuff too.
Well, yeah, because their fare is pretty much almost like southern, like Louisiana, like Cajun food.
Like crawfish.
Yeah, and also they do serve a really good red beans and rice too, which is
Okay.
one of my favorite
why-
dishes.
I don't really care,
Crawfish.
but there's something I should mention. I do not like McDonald's. Let me repeat that. I do not like McDonald's.
If you're on a road trip, you're hungry, quick fix. There's one in the rest area. Fine.
McDonald's is, the food is bad, and the smell is even worse.
Well, how it
Well,
smells?
as far
smells.
if they're talking about if they're talking about with the difference between like the top 2. If we're talking McDonald's versus Burger King has the edge as far as because you mentioned in our interview, you mentioned when you eat a hamburger, you like to taste the patty.
Yeah.
And McDonald's, obviously, they just stick it on the flat top, but they flame broil it at Burger King, which I think is more flavorful.
Yeah, I do not like McDonald's. They're the pinnacle of cheap.
Yeah, although if given a choice between any of like the 3 majors, I've got to put a vote in for Wendy's.
I guess you can do that. It's like McDonald's, but like no
Better.
smell, and it's and the food.
And you're about
actually-
10,000 miles away from the microphone too, Caleb.
Sorry.
If you're hosting, you got to stay close.
Sorry. Here, let me get my chair nice and close. Okay.
There we go. So, but once again, as far as like fast food places, there are others like.
I'm really interested in this because I don't know anything about the fast food wars. I'm just like, I like Chick-fil-A and I don't like McDonald's. That's it.
Yeah.
All of the wars are just the same.
Well, I would say if you're ever near a Popeyes, give the chicken tenders and the chicken sandwich a try because they are really good.
Okay.
And also, as far as it's funny because KFC's kind of like lost a lot of their luster when they used to be like the original chicken chain, and
But then Chick-fil-A was like, no.
well, part of the thing is Chick-fil-A, I think, is more consistent. If you go to KFC, depending on where you go, sometimes it's vast disparity in the food. Sometimes it's like really super greasy and just it's just
Chick-fil-A.
But sometimes it's like perfect. And
yeah.
like,
Or
like
if it's
dry
perfect with the
rub, like
KFC
crispy.
breading with the 11 original recipe, not extra crispy. If you've got those 11 herbs and spices and everything's going well, KFC is awesome. I love it.
Hey, speaking
But
of
like
chicken,
it's like Stadia. It could be perfect and it's kind of good, but like it's usually not going to be perfect.
you know, since we're all talking
Well,
about
but if you're
chicken,
not talking fast food, you're not going for a Michelin star experience anyway. So
you know,
I don't really care.
speaking of chicken and dry rub,
Yeah, actually.
have you ever had dry rub chicken wings? They're so good.
I have.
You know what else
my wife's a much more
I've
of a
had
wing fan than
that
I am. Though.
I've loved that I tried actually pretty recently is jerk wings.
Oh, haven't tried those yet.
They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
The sauce is like sweet and stuff. I think you'd like them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Speaking of chickens, what is your favorite type of bird? I'm
Ooh.
specifically going with a bird. I feel like aquatic creatures and animals will be too easy.
Well, I mean, we've already kind of covered that too in the last interview with Teddy and all the things he was.
Well, I
Favorite
guess seagulls.
bird?
I think parakeets and stuff are cool because they're like colorful and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah,
seagulls
that-
mainly just because they're around the sea and they
ocean
like
bird.
seafood. I also don't
Yeah, they like
seagulls
seafood, which is why I don't
because-
like seagulls. Because when I'm at Kelly's on Revere Beach, I keep fighting off the seagulls so I can get to my darn food.
Where's Kelly's?
Kelly's is on Revere Beach, right on the strip.
Is it a seafood restaurant?
It's Kelly's roast beef, but the name is Kelly's roast beef, but they're really noted for their seafood as well. They have great seafood combos.
I like crab.
And they also just like normal food. So if you're eating a sandwich on the beach, keep it away from the seagulls. They're like, my
Like-
food now.
I don't know if I don't.
My food
They're
now.
like-
Bleep.
This is really thought provoking because I don't know if I actually have a favorite bird. Although I'll let.
Just any bird.
Well, as I
you
say,
like.
I'll just kind of go
bird
de facto.
you like.
My wife, we have some cardinals that fly around our house, and they're
cool.
really beautiful birds. So
Yeah, I know.
I'll defer to my wife and say cardinals.
Okay, I like hummingbirds. They're cool. They're tiny and they're like so cool. They fly so fast and they eat so much. I
But-
also like crows. They're like smart.
Think of how cool hummingbirds would be if they actually knew the lyrics,
What?
so they wouldn't be humming all the time.
You're gonna be muted.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now that he is not talking anymore. Okay. Crows are cool because they're smart. And yeah. Yeah, that's kind of. I also think puffins are interesting. Yeah. What about you?
Puppets?
Puffins.
Puffins. Oh yeah, puffins are pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah. I feel like they're better seagulls. Also pelicans. Pelicans. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna unmute you. Are you happy?
Thank you.
Okay. Pelicans are cool. So if you're on the food for pelicans, you're in two categories. Either A, they can physically not eat you, like no matter what, they cannot eat you, or B, they can swallow you whole. They can eat more than fish. They can eat pigeons. They can just.
Well, that's interesting.
That's gonna haunt my nightmares. For
They are.
my life.
Yeah, I know. It already does. Don't worry. You're gonna get paid. Don't worry. I also get them. Okay. Next question. Your favorite music type, like genre.
Who boy? Oh,
Begin.
Well, I like jazz and stuff, and I like rock as well. I love reggae, but I also just like swag, swing, chill beats, jazz swing, chill beats.
What's the
kind
difference
of thing.
between jazz and jazz swing?
I don't know. They're kind of both
Is
the
there
same
like?
thing. They're basically.
well, no, they're two different. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're thinking. When you think of swing, you think of like Benny Goodman and like the big bands.
I don't
Or,
exactly
you know,
know
there's
what
this-
you're talking
There's
about.
this band that does like chill beats
Mhm.
called Krongbin. Have you heard of that band
I have
before?
not.
Because they have all sorts of songs. Some of them are upbeat, but they're not like they're like bump dump bump bump dump bump bump dump bump bump dump.
That feels more upbeat than the last one.
Really?
You're right, but like, you're wrong.
I think you'll know what I mean when you hear it for yourself.
Okay.
So
Take it
as
away.
far as
Yeah.
music, I'm also huge into jazz, especially like classic, like 50s, 60s, 70s bebop jazz, like Dexter Gordon, Charlie Parker, people like that. As far as rock and roll, I started out, in my teens with, as heavy into 80s new wave. Still am to this day. But most genres of rock, I'm pretty fine with the exception of some of the really heavy metal, like death metal. Well, it's like when I put on a record, I like to hear someone sing. I don't like to hear someone. I've been gargling with Drano.
I feel like that's what rock has sadly become now.
Yeah, which
Now
is
that's rock is pretty much now.
no. But once again, you still have some bands out there that are doing some things.
Yeah, rock is like, well, it depends on which song, but sort of in general now, rock is just the kind of thing that I pretend to like, and that doesn't feel good.
Well, what kind of rock though? I mean, what are we talking? Like
Heavy metal.
Well, I mean, but
No,
heavy
it's
metal's
hard
only a part of rock.
It's hard to
Yeah.
explain, and
It's a weird
hard
part
to
of rock.
explain for me.
It's like
Well, how about let's
the
go background here, because I know you and I are going to have a really interesting conversation on this, because the other day for Music Video Monday, you threw a 10cc song at me, which I was suitably impressed by.
okay.
And so we're talking 10cc. We're talking like classic 70s, pop rock and stuff like that. I mean, are there any other?
And then reggae.
That song is reggae, but if you listen to 10cc's other stuff, like I'm Not in Love, Things We Do for Love, Wedding Bells, things like that. I'm sorry, Wedding Bells is Godly and Cream. That's after 10cc. But anyway, most of their stuff is pop rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. My music genre is weird.
Define weird.
Okay, so I don't know a lot of bands. I know the Beatles, and that's pretty much it.
Well, if you're going to have that's going to be your musical starter kit, that's a pretty good starter kit.
Okay, and okay, but my favorite type of music is okay. So I think lyrics are overrated.
It depends on who's writing them.
Yeah, I think they're overrated though. But I don't like classical because it's too old timey. Like I like it. I like Hall of Mountain King, but what if you combine classical's lyrics with techno?
It's called EDM.
Or as I like to call it, video game music.
Well, there you
I
go.
like video
I
game
love video
music.
game music. I listen to it all the time.
It's fun. It's good. And for example, when it's a really hard boss and there's a really banger soundtrack, you don't feel as horrible when your butt gets kicked.
Funny you should mention video game music, because one of the more recent rock bands I'm big into is a band called OK Go, which I don't know if you're on YouTube, check them out, because they're known for making these really outrageously complex music videos, which are amazing, and the music's pretty darn good too. But the first time I heard an OK Go song was actually, I was playing, I think, MLB 2003.
I don't know.
And it
what
was
that
in there.
is.
MLB, it was at EA, one of their EA sports games, baseball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
So you're talking about, like, I love music from video games. I'm like, rock music that I love from a recent band, I first heard in a video game. So we're kind of...
have
Let's
you
see.
heard of like Megalovania?
I've not.
But they're better songs. For example, Contra Guys Inspired, or Nightmare King Grim theme.
What about boop 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 boop
Yes.
boop 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 boop
Let's
boop
just-
boop 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 boop.
I'm gonna mute you because that was good, but it was also obnoxious. Sort of. Okay, you're unmuted.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite
Yeah,
music.
they're good. Okay.
From video games.
Now, color.
Navy blue.
Why navy blue?
Because it's the color of my favorite sports team and my favorite league and my favorite sport, the Geelong Cats of the Australian Football League.
I don't know football leagues. I just see the mascots, and here's how I rate football leagues. Not how good they are, not the players, but their mascots. I rate them on that. Because
Okay.
I don't know anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Every color of blue, especially in navy blue like him, and a bunch of other different colors, but yeah.
Okay. I'm a
Yeah,
more-
basically, this is
okay.
my explanation right
So
here.
you're a blue fan, but I'm a green fan.
Okay.
Same to my mom.
Green is amazing. It's just good. It goes good with the eyes. It's good. That's
What
it.
color are my eyes, by the way?
Bluish green. What color are my eyes?
They're both brown.
No, they're hazel, you fool.
I guess I'm colorblind.
No, colorblind is red and green. You have problems with that.
Yeah.
Who was it yesterday?
think
Was it
I'm
yesterday?
dumb.
Was it Patrick?
And-
When we were
think
doing
I'm
the stop motion
colorblind
yesterday,
blind.
Patrick was mentioning he had heterochromia, which is
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he does. You don't notice it unless you try to notice it. Once you do that, you can basically see it from a mile away.
yeah. No, I was telling him it's like that was one of David Bowie's more famous traits. He had heterochromia as well.
Yeah, that's.
Getting back to rock music
It
for a
doesn't
second.
do anything with your eyesight. It just.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's just,
my
yeah.
eyes are different colors.
But we were talking in the last interview about YouTubes and reaction videos, and I do like one of the ones that she does reviews on like posts about bridezillas, and there was this one bride who asked her fiance if he could put in a contact lens so he had the same color eyes so it didn't screw up her wedding photos. He had heterochromia, and she wanted to change his eye color for the day so it didn't mess up her wedding photos.
What, bruh?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the problem
like,
with
really?
heterochromia?
Well,
Most of the time you can barely notice it. Though my
yeah.
bride, like, it's light, it's brown, and then dark brown.
yeah,
Like, you don't really notice it when you talk to him.
That's one of the things, talk about,
Unless you
humanity,
were-
like multiple combinations, multiple diversity, and just, things going on. And that's just one of the things that kind of adds, a more interesting palette to the
Like,
whole.
I can do this with my arm.
Ooh. Wow.
I don't think it's healthy.
I can do this with my eyes.
I know.
You look like a...
Everybody can do that.
Zombie.
I can do that too. Yeesh.
There you go. But you got to hold your eyelids open.
No, I can do it.
There we go. I remember that next time I'm casting zombies in something, you're getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Huh? How am I doing?
You look like somebody who just passed away, but you're not a zombie. You just look.
You
like
haven't
you're
reached the
dead.
reanimation stage yet.
Yeah, you just look like you're just a corpse, not a zombie.
Yikes.
That's not good.
Ugh, my eyes hurt.
Yeah, it kind of hurts. So you have to look down. Okay. Favorite ice cream. And when I say ice cream, I mean, what do you prefer? Toppings, cone or cup? How big is it? Tell me.
Well, with the heat we've had these last few summers, I go with a cup because that way I don't wind up wearing it.
I'm kind of the same on his side, but I always love a cone. I love drumsticks. Drumsticks are always delicious.
Drumsticks, Nutty Buddies,
But-
things like that. Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't like
I
cones.
think the thing I like, what they do is with cones, is when they fill the cone with, like, they coat the half the outside and inside the cone with chocolate sauce. And
That
then
way it
put
doesn't leak out.
And then put rainbow jimmies on it. And then it actually gives the cone some
Mm-hmm.
good flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, if you have a cup and you put a cone in it, I won't be mad at you. I don't like cones.
Yeah, half the time I have a cone in my cup too.
But use just a
and
cup
put
cone.
some ice cream in
Well,
a
then
cone
we're
and
gonna
then
have
put it in
some
the cup.
problems. Also, hard serve is the best. Like, no joke, it's hard and like you might not even find soft serve. And if you do, you'll be lucky to have 3 flavors.
Well, it's, basically vanilla chocolate or vanilla chocolate.
Or
You know what I
strawberry.
love is when they
Oh,
take
strawberry, okay.
is when they take soft serve, and I bet you've seen this and got this at Dairy Queen. They take soft serve and put
Love
like
Dairy Queen.
like drizzle on it to make, and then it hardens. It has
Oh,
a
yeah,
shell.
you get the
My
coating, yeah.
favorite is dreamsicle flavor.
Oh, that's a good one. If I'm going to Dairy Queen, I'm going there for one thing: butterscotch dilly bar. There we go. The butterscotch dilly bar is my favorite thing at Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Butterscotch dilly bar.
Yeah, dilly bar. It's basically like a round puck of ice cream on a stick with the coating on it.
I had a you know what I had once is a I think it was called something brownie supreme.
Premium Burg,
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
Blizzard. It was delicious.
Yeah,
so much brownie. It was the best Blizzard I think I've ever had.
If we're going to Dairy Queen, normally it's the dilly bar for me, and my wife will get the peanut
And
butter parfait.
I really don't like McFlurries from McDonald's because the spoons they give you are so weird and hard to use.
I don't mind.
Well, keep in mind, what's the biggest joke meme going around about McDonald's anyway?
Well, the fact that the flurries don't even work.
Yeah, the ice cream machines are always broken.
Okay, I like Oreo. Oreo is like bare vanilla. They do not taste the same because Oreo just tastes like nothing, whereas vanilla has this weird taste to it.
It depends on the vanilla. If you've got a higher end ice cream that uses really good Madagascar vanilla, it'll be really good.
But if it's cheap vanilla,
If it's cheap, or it's like imitation vanilla, sometimes.
or if
it's
it's
like,
just anywhere else. In
yeah,
Madagascar.
I think like they'll suck it out of tree bark or whatever. It'll be like imitation vanilla. It's just like ugh.
Okay.
But when it comes to how about like if you're buying at the store?
Okay, but here's the thing.
Ben and Jerry's.
Oreo
Yeah.
and lots of cherries. Lots
Ooh,
of cherries.
yes.
10 cherries.
That would make it-
12 cherries.
Actually, you could do your own ice cream. Call it Cheerio.
Yeah. Cheerio.
Cheerio. Or Cheerio cereal. Get it? Like Cheerio?
No, actually, no. Hang on. You want a good cereal. There's an Oreo cereal.
What about cherry flavored cereal?
You're going on mute because I don't like that.
I've never seen cherry flavor. I've seen strawberry flavored cereal.
Okay.
I think for a while there was Strawberry Life, and then
fruit flavored cereal. I'm sure. Don't you dare! I thought you were.
I'm also putting everybody on mute so you cannot talk.
this has become a monologue.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand here.
Okay, fine. There. You happy? Okay.
Yeah.
Just maraschino cherries are good. I don't like actual cherries, like, come on.
Neither do I. They're like pit inside. You gotta be joking.
I thought these were maraschino cherries.
Yeah.
Like, I know they are natural, but, like, I kind of am glad they're artificially made.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't get to have Shirley Temples.
I don't like Shirley Temples,
One of
but
my
I do
favorite
like to
drinks.
steal the cherries out of them.
There you go.
I steal the cherries first, then drink. That's what I do. Just to get the hard work out of the way.
I think we're done here. Okay, that's gonna be all, folks. Thank you. I'm closing the game. Thank you, our guests, Tay and Bill, for joining us today. I'm Caleb, and I'd like to thank you for listening to the Cam Kids Progress. Bye.
Hello, universe! It is I, Teddy, and we are recording live from the Cam Kids podcast. All right, we have two guests with us today, Bill
Hello.
and Caleb.
Hi.
Wow.
All right, we are gonna ask these two specimens some deep questions that will
Hey, I'm not a
crack
specimen. I'm a
their most deepest, darkest secrets.
Boo.
Just kidding. That won't. We're gonna leave their personal stuff to themselves. Let's start with our favorite movie, show, and video games.
Okay, favorite movie? I would have to say probably, being a huge James Bond fan, I'd have to say Goldfinger. That's probably still, like, if you'll pardon the accidental pun, the gold standard as far as Bond movies. In fact, one of the cool things is this weekend, it's actually the 60th anniversary of the first Bond movie, Dr. No, and they're having a showing at a theater near me. So I'm going to the theater this week to watch Dr. No on the big screen. So I'm very happy about that.
You, Caleb?
My favorite movie is Wall-E. My favorite TV show, I don't really have one. Like, I guess Gravity Falls or Adventure Times. I don't really know.
I love Adventure Time.
Okay, yeah, it's good.
As far as
Video games. It's going to have to be very long. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I like Hollow Knight with Mario Odyssey, Kirby Forgotten Land, let's see, Subnautica. There's so many. Luigi's Mansion was also fun. So was Ori and the Blind Forest. Metroid Dread. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That was fun. Full adventure. Mario Golf. Mario Kart. There are many more, but I'm starting to lose track.
So as far as
I'm
sorry.
interested in Splatoon 3 that's coming out.
I heard about that. It looks pretty cool.
It
I've never
does.
really been good at Splatoon.
I have never played it, but I think I can get good at it.
I think I could do the same. With
Yeah.
just a bunch of practice and stuff.
You know.
I think
All new video games, huh?
Yeah, I think my favorite video games, just to get that out of the way, because that's probably the hardest, would be
Keyword
Kirby,
S.
Kirby the Forgotten Land,
Oh, yeah.
Mario Odyssey,
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong Country,
Okay.
and a bunch of others.
Okay.
I love Adventure Time,
Okay.
and I love
Okay.
Shark Week.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was-
Shark Week.
Yeah.
Is there a bunch of sharks? Is there a hammerhead?
Yeah, there's just shark.
Uh.
They say shark, 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 shark. Which is mine?
Yours is one.
Is that the entire
Shark,
movie?
shark, 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 shark. All right, I should stop.
Okay.
I don't want to pierce your eardrums anymore. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
And as for movies, I like Pirates of the Caribbean and a bunch of others. Okay. Now we're gonna put on your bibs, napkins, and get your plates, forks, and knives and spoons, because we're going into the culinary world of food and restaurants.
Okay.
So, we'll start with you again. What would
All
be
right.
your favorite food and restaurant?
My favorite food of all time, say if this were my last meal, it would be country fried steak with sausage gravy, peas, green beans, mashed potatoes.
Interesting choice. What about in restaurant?
Restaurant, let's see. My favorite restaurant, let's see, around... Well, if it's around here, I'm a big fan of J&M across the street. Their pizza and
love
subs are
that place.
terrific.
And seafood, too.
yeah,
They got
yeah.
good seafood.
I'll
Their
have to
fish
try that, yeah.
sandwiches.
A good seafood place is a place that we go in Northampton, New Hampshire called Al's Seafood. Very good. There's also some good seafood places by us in Salem. As far as
Go
pizza...
to Maine, there's so many good
Oh,
seafood
yeah, oh, yeah,
places
oh, yeah,
there.
yeah.
And lobster, too.
Yeah.
That's their
Well, it's
thing.
actually funny because you mentioned Maine. There's a pizza chain in Maine called Otto that we just discovered. There's a location in in Andover. And,
There's also one in Newburyport, in
yeah.
this small, food court place.
yeah, and the pizza's dynamite. First time we had it was this past
Yeah.
weekend. It's really good. The sausage, oh my, the sausage is amazing.
Yeah, they have good pizza there. What about you, Caleb?
The Sniff House.
Zebra cakes.
And restaurant?
99.
99. Oh, yeah, I heard that you love 99.
It's
But-
good.
But I love the fact that Little Debbie gets some love here, too.
So, yeah,
Zebra cakes are awesome.
Yeah, they're
I,
delicious. I can
yeah,
eat one
I,
now, and my day will be
uh,
is amazing already.
I love, I love Elm Square Oyster. There's one right in my town, and I like other seafood restaurants. I think one of my favorite seafoods so far, because there's still so much for me to try, I'll just name one of them, and probably one of the most unique ones yet is shrimp, because you can tempura batter fry it, you can fry it and dip it in firecracker sauce, and you can have chili sauce.
You're not going Forrest Gump on us, are you?
No? Why do you ask?
He's going Forrest Gump on us.
Yeah, well, there's a scene in Forrest Gump where Forrest and his buddy Bubba, who is actually from Louisiana and wants to get his own shrimp boat. there's this whole scene where he's just listing all the different things you can do with shrimp. So he's like, you can do shrimp cocktail, you can do shrimp this way, shrimp that way, and it's a whole spiel on all the different things you can do with shrimp. So you're sitting here listening. Oh, you can do this with shrimp. You're doing this with shrimp, and I'm playing that scene from the movie in my head.
I mean,
So if you haven't seen Forrest Gump yet, that'd be one to check out at some point.
If he's from Louisiana, he probably has a hankering for crawfish.
Oh no. I was born in Louisiana. Ah! Just kidding. I wasn't actually.
Okay.
Wasn't, though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, on our next one. Favorite animals. We'll start with you, Bill.
My dog and my 9 cats.
Nice.
Well, we're doing animal pets, so Zinkley.
Well, it could be pets and animals.
Okay. Well, Zinkley. I like Zinkley. I also like this cool animal called a leaf sheep.
Okay.
Sheep?
Like a leaf sheep. So they're sea slugs.
Oh.
And they live underwater.
Oh, I've heard of those.
And like they do photosynthesis by eating plants. And so then
they like grow plants on themselves, right?
no, they absorb the plants.
Wow.
And they do photosynthesis. Also, they're adorable. I also like elephant seals, hummingbirds.
Those
I like a lot.
Elephant seals scare me.
They were kind of adorable though.
They're also kind of
like this.
ferocious.
But they're kind of adorable.
Cool.
I've never seen one do this.
I think my favorite animal would probably be every sea creature, almost. I also love crabs and crustaceans. They're just so cool, and they're like my spirit animal. I think one of my favorite crabs would probably be the elbow crab, because instead of just having tiny stubby arms like this, it has long arms with big elbow joints. So it can't go like that. It has to go like that.
Oh,
Which
interesting.
I think is cool. But yeah, so I'm really into crabs.
I think we've lost Caleb here.
Sorry.
Ow!
I am listening. This is kind of peaceful. Putting your arm on definitely.
Okay.
Okay, we have two
I'm
more
listening.
questions left.
Alrighty.
Phew, no, I don't want this to be over. I don't want to go outside this room. And then I don't want to go outside after that.
Our
Well,
question
meal
before
breaks
the-
and bathroom breaks are going to have to take place at some point, Caleb, so you will have to leave at some point.
Our question before the last question.
Let's pay attention to the host now.
is, hobbies. Any favorite hobbies? We'll start with you, Bill.
I got a bunch. Video production, which is funny because I do it as a job, but I also like doing freelance stuff on the side. One of my big hobbies is record collecting.
Hey, that's a nice hobby. I've never really been into going into record stores, but I should take it from you, I guess.
I
in
love
this
going to
case.
record stores.
That sounds boring.
No,
It-
not
it-
at all.
it
Not
does.
at all. Not at all.
Wow! What does this record do? It's just the same thing. It's basically like loot box
I
hunting.
always get mad when
No,
me
no,
and...
because once again, it's if you look at it from a collector's point of view, it's like, oh, here's an album I don't have yet, or here's a new one from this group that I like, and going through and just looking through it, it's such a fun experience. Especially the anticipation, because you get to take it home, drop it on the turntable, and listen to it. It's really cool.
Wow, record players are.
you know-
you can still buy them.
Every time...
I have 5 of them.
Every time
You
me and
have
my mom and
5,
dad take
okay,
a
that
drive
is,
around, like,
Well, I
don't
used to
know,
be a disc jockey, so
town
obviously you still
or
have the
something.
equipment.
I think you have a problem.
Every
I'm
time-
sorry. I'm sorry, Teddy.
Every time me and my mom and dad like drive around like a different town or something, I always get mad as we're on the way home and they try to stop in a record store and I have to come inside. It's so boring for me, at least.
But that's because you're not into records.
I like video games. Just go to the first podcast. There's stuff. I explained that there. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
I like
tired.
I really love I don't know, playing video games, I guess. All right. Now on to the last one. Careers. What's your career?
Well, right now I work in television. Before that, I worked in radio for a whole bunch of years. So
Cool.
I want to be a video game designer. Maybe
awesome.
a
Me
te-
too.
Yeah.
I figured you
yeah,
want to be an oceanographer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
yep. And
okay.
yeah, and I also want to like dive under the ocean and stuff and try to and also be a baker and a crab or lobsterman in Maine.
Okay,
Or
there you go.
Salisbury. Maine is best though.
Cool.
Okay, that's it, everyone. We were in a bit of a rush, and I don't know why, but
'Cause
yeah,
we
that's
still
the
have other
end.
people we got to bring in here, and
It's
we
gonna be
we did
short.
kind of go at length at times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. We will see you next time for another amazing podcast from Cam Kids, coming to you live or not live. I don't know.
Bye.
Well, we'll see you next
Goodbye.
time, everyone.
Bad bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cam Kids podcast. I'm Bill Robert, and today my guests are Asher, Delia, and Patrick. Folks, welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody.
And a silence came from the assembled multitude. Anyway, we're here today to chat about different things here, and let's get to know our guests a little bit here. Starting with Asher. Asher, what grade are you in right now?
I'm going into 7th grade.
You're going into 7th grade, so you're at the middle school. Patrick?
5th.
5th. So which school are you at?
Franklin.
You're at the Franklin, okay. Delia?
7.
Hi.
7th, so you're at NAMS as well. Okay, cool. So, all right, so pretty much almost everyone at the same level. So we talked about school to start, just as far as what grade you're in. When you're not doing school stuff, when you're not doing homework, when you're not doing anything school-related, what hobbies do you like to do? What kind of things do you like to take up your time when you're not doing the whole school thing? We'll start with Delia.
I just like to be outside and do stuff outside. I don't like to be inside.
Okay. And you, Patrick?
I like to draw a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like to play outside.
That's very cool. That seems both of you seem to be going against the trend these days, because everyone I always see posts, "Oh, kids should get out more. Kids should get out more." Looks like you folks get out plenty. And how about you, Asher?
I like to make YouTube videos.
Okay, I had heard that you had a channel. What kind of stuff do you do?
I usually make like Minecraft videos.
Okay, very cool.
Minecraft is a popular trend. Back in the days where YouTube had the time algorithm, you could play an hour of Minecraft, post 10-minute Minecraft videos, and get lots of money.
Yeah, there you go. So
10
okay, well, we're talking about since we talked about YouTube, our next thing.
Minecraft.
Our next thing is basically talking about what to watch. Obviously, things have changed so much. Once upon a time, it was watching TV or going out to see movies. Nowadays, there's so much streaming stuff. There's still TV and movies, obviously, but streaming stuff. So we'll start with you, Patrick. What kind of things do you like to watch?
Okay, I like to watch cartoons a lot, like Gravity Falls, like a lot of Disney Channel cartoons.
Okay.
But I watch them on Disney Plus. The sad part about watching on Disney Plus is Disney Channel always gets the episodes first, and I have to one time, the season finale of Amphibia came out on Disney Plus, and then I had to wait like 5 months for it to actually come out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
Which
good.
is sad. Makes me depressed.
How about you, Asher? Other than your own YouTube content, what kind of things do you like to watch?
I like to watch other YouTube content. Like
YouTube man over here.
sometimes I like watching like science videos.
Science real life.
Mark Rober is a good one. And
Oh yeah, the glitter bomb guy.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's always good. Seeing the people that are scamming people get one, take one in the air. That's always good. How about you, Delia? What are you watching?
I like to watch old things that my mom used to watch when she was a kid, like The Simpsons.
Okay.
I really like
Simpsons.
Up. Yeah.
Yep.
Bart Simpson is coming to your home
Yes.
uninvited.
So that's cool. So that's great. All right. So now we're gonna do a quick 90-degree turn here and go completely in another direction here. We'll start with you, Delia. What would be your favorite food?
My favorite food is mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
All the way.
Any particular type, or are you not?
No, just mac
Okay,
and cheese.
so whether it be like this handcrafted, beautiful, crusty mac and cheese fresh out of the oven, or just a bowl of Kraft Blue Box, you're good either way.
Yeah.
Very good. How about you, Patrick?
My favorite probably has to be pasta with butter.
Pasta with butter. That's an excellent one.
One time I went to this Italian restaurant and the pasta and butter was so good, and I wanted more. And like it took an hour to get, but it was worth the wait.
Was it just the butter, or did they soup it up with stuff like garlic and olive oil and mix a
I
little
just
bit?
like butter. Really.
Just like butter. Okay, not the other accoutrement, shall we say? How about you, Asher?
One of my favorite foods is salmon, so I
Really?
like to get that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. We actually get there's a company that we get monthly shipments from. It's basically it's stuff that's caught wild off the Alaska coast.
Yeah.
So we have like all the individual little thing. We got like a ton of them in our freezer. In fact, we could probably take what's in our freezer and build our own school of salmon from what we have in there.
Yeah.
So. All right. So once again, we're going taking a little bit of a turn here. So as far as sports go, first of all, do any of you participate in sports? And secondly, what type of sports do you like to watch? And we will start with Asher.
Yeah, I play soccer and I'm a ski racer.
I got the soccer impression because yesterday you were wearing a jersey.
Yep.
So, was it yet? No, I'm sorry. It was Monday you were wearing a
Yeah.
jersey. Yeah.
And probably my favorite sport to watch would be skiing.
Okay, that's cool.
I also ski, but I don't do it like competitively. I just like to ski casually, which is fun. I love skiing, and I also like tennis. You know, tennis.
We know tennis, yes.
Yeah, tennis is a good sport. You get a racket, hit a ball, like super fast, and then you win.
Thank you for clarifying.
You win.
I was always better at tennis than I was at skiing. Skiing, I only mastered one technique, and that was the never-ending face plant. So. How about you, Delia?
I like to surf.
Really?
Wow.
Very cool.
I really want to surf. Oh, you know what I'm really good at though?
It's like water skiing, but you get to save a lot on the boat rental.
Yeah.
You know, what I like to do? I like to body surf.
Oh, that's cool too.
That's good.
Yeah.
You get a big wave and jump
like-
into it. One time I almost broke my back.
That sounds fun.
So there's a slanted wall. There's like this slanted thing, and I was like, "Ooh, big wave!"
Yeah, oh yeah. My wife tried that. We were at the beach one time. She tried body surfing a wave and almost wound up eating sand as a result. So, just poof,
But
yeah, totally face
When
planted
it's
in the shore.
flat, but when it's flat, you're out in the ocean, like, "Ooh, big wave!" Oh, I'm over here now.
Indeed. Okay, and one last question. Who's got pets, and who wants to tell us about them? Starting with Delia. She's got her hand raised.
I have 2 parakeets, a dog, and a lizard, and I'm getting another lizard next week.
All right, Smog, let's knock it off there. That's pretty cool. So you have a veritable menagerie at your house.
Yes, we have 2 parakeets, but they're my sisters. But they're Aqua and Magic, and then I have a dog named Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Okay.
And then I have a lizard named Rex. I'm getting a leopard. He's a bearded dragon. I'm getting a leopard gecko next week.
Wow, very cool. You'll be able to save on car insurance too. All right, so let's go with you, Patrick.
Okay, I don't have any pets.
You don't have any pets.
Yes.
So basically,
But I do
you are
want-
your parents' pet.
I do want a cat though. I just like
Cats are cool.
Cats are universally loved.
Yeah, cats are awesome. How about you, Asher?
I have 2 French bulldogs.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Ho ho ho.
Names?
Ho, ho, ho.
Leo and Kayla.
Leo and Kayla. Very cool.
French bulldog. Ho ho ho. Croissant.
So as far as the leaderboard here, we've got 0, 3, and 6.
0.
Very cool. 10. Delia's face is like, what? Yeah, we've actually got a dog and 9 cats.
9 cats.
9 cats. Yes, I know. We're completely insane.
Meow.
Yeah, meow. Yeah.
Trying
No,
to
no.
sleep.
During the day when we're up and around, it's meow. Usually at night when we're trying to sleep, it's meow. But anyway, so that's cool. So, but everyone's having fun with their pets, obviously, aside from you, Patrick. But but that's what you get YouTube and video games for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to fill up the time that would be taken otherwise by pets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to close out this edition of the Camp Kids podcast. I'd like to thank everyone for coming in today. Thank you, Asher. Thank you, Delia. And, of course, thank you, Patrick. Thanks for coming by and being part of things today. I've been your host, Bill Roberts, reminding you to stay tuned for the next edition, and also like to thank you for listening to
Which is
this.
like a 2 minutes, by the way.
Yes, Camp Kids podcast. We're wrapping it up right now. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
and welcome to Cam Kids Podcast. I'm
Hi.
Delia, and today my guests are Patrick, Bill, and Asher.
Bill, can you talk? Because he didn't have the...
mics down.
Yeah, mic down. Bro,
Thank you.
that's cool. Cool.
Okay, so my first question is for you guys. Where is your dream vacation?
dream vacation?
We'll start with Asher.
I really want to go to Iceland, which I think I might be going there next summer.
Very nice. Why do you want to go to Iceland?
There's a lot of really cool stuff there. Like, there's like black sand beaches and volcanoes that I want to go and see.
Definitely.
So it's not just for the ice.
No.
Iceland's actually pretty warm.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Greenland's the cold part. Greenland's cold. My dream vacation is to Arizona, specifically the Grand Canyon,
Okay.
Yes. That's
and because Arizona's cool.
yeah,
really.
Arizona is cool. My mom lived there for a few
It,
years.
it probably has my favorite capital, Phoenix. Come on,
It's a cool name.
Phoenix.
What about you, Bill?
One place, Australia.
Yeah.
You see the koalas and the koalas jamming, and then
No,
I
I
see the
could see
koala.
that too. I just want to watch Australian rules football. It's my favorite sport in the world, and I would love to go and actually see some games live.
I'm going to New Zealand in November.
Oh,
I'm
that's
going
cool.
right now.
Gotta hang with the Kiwis.
Oh, yeah. My
Excellent.
best friend lives there.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so my second question is, what would you guys like to be when you're older? Or what would your, Bill, your second?
Still alive.
Okay.
What is
fair.
your dream?
What is your dream?
It's actually it's kind of interesting because obviously when I was in school, my dream was to get involved in either radio or TV, and I spent 17 years in radio, and this month is my 17th year in TV, so I'm basically doing what I've wanted to do right along.
Yay!
Good job.
Follow your dreams.
Yes, follow your
children.
dreams.
Hey, I did it. Can be done.
Speaking of dreams, what is your dream, Patrick?
Okay, my favorite is to be a producer for a cartoon show.
Okay, that sounds
I already
great.
have thousands. My brain is pumping out like one every single week.
Krabby and peanut butter. Okay, what about you, Asher?
I would probably want to do something with video production.
Very
And, yeah.
interesting. Because you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you dream to be a big YouTuber? Like a big boy?
Like Mr. Beast? You guys can be
Mr.
besties.
You guys should be besties. I used to admire your work. Guys,
Used to?
I used
I used to. Talk about killing you with faint praise. Yeah, I used to like you back when you were relevant.
Yeah.
Wait, you know Minecraft? You know something sad about Minecraft?
What's sad about Minecraft?
Technoblade.
Okay, what is your favorite show and or movie?
Oh.
Okay, I'll start. Mine is The Simpsons. I just like.
Wait,
The
Simpson? Like
The
the
Simpsons.
like, do you like the movie? I think you're a bit
No.
young for The Simpsons.
No, it's really. I like the. Well, I started watching it when I was 8. So. My sister was
Talk
like.
about bad parenting.
Hey.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Me.
You raised your hand.
Yeah. My favorite show, probably The Flash.
Okay, I've never
The
seen
show.
that.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Marvel
Yeah.
person.
I don't really like the Marvel shows, but I love the movies.
Definitely.
We
Yeah,
get that
I
Marvel DC rift going on now.
Yeah.
It's like the Emperor from Star Wars. I can feel the hate within you.
agree. Okay.
Now you pay the price for your lack of television.
Okay. What about you, Patrick?
Okay. My favorite movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Favorite show? I
yes.
don't know. I have a lot of favorites.
Okay. Fair. What about you, Bill?
Bill.
Favorite movie? That would depend.
Not the pen.
Favorite as far as one of them that's like trending is my favorite lately is Goldfinger because I've gotten kind of back into the James Bond films a little bit.
James Bond? No
Yep,
way. No
yep.
way. No
In
way,
fact,
no way.
I'm actually psyched because this weekend is basically celebrating the 60th anniversary of the release of Dr. No, and they're showing it in a theater near me.
Oh.
So I get to see Dr. No on the big screen this weekend. I'm totally psyched for it.
Nice.
cool.
But as far as other movies, the original Star Wars trilogy is still huge. Star Wars
yeah.
was my favorite movie of all time. Don't really.
Was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Was?
I'm not really happy with what's happened to it like since.
I
Like,
know it's gotten
like
so
7, 8,
confusing.
and 9.
You have to really like.
Well, I know it was part
Why?
of
Guys.
this could lead into a rant, but I mean, just as far as like for episode 8, they're like, okay, you can do whatever you want. Backstory doesn't matter,
Yeah.
continuity doesn't
Yep.
matter, and it's just like, pardon me, this is a continuing story. What are you doing here?
And like movie 9,
That's
like hey,
one of Disney's many missteps with the Star Wars franchise, and
Hi.
so that's why I say was, because I'm leaning
so
more
movie 9 is
toward
like,
the Bond films right now as far as favorites, and Goldfinger would be the number one movie. As far as TV
Yeah.
shows go, huge fan of Star Trek original series, Next Generation, and I love Strange New Worlds. I think that was a great show on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Other than that, other shows, but basically mostly old shows that probably none of you have ever heard of. Stuff like Emergency, Star Blazers, Adam 12.
Nope.
I feel like movie 9, like of Star Wars, like, hey, you know Finn? How he's like in movie 7, he was actually a pretty like likable character. Well, now he's just gonna be like a literal joke. Like,
Yeah, he's comic-
You don't even
yeah.
have to care about
From 8
him.
and 9, he's comic relief, which is too bad because you had the great story angle where he was a clone stormtrooper, but kind of really
Like-
kind of developed his own
like
thing.
story, and then you're like,
Yeah.
hey, you know that? That they just like tossed it in the garbage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they tossed a lot of stuff in the garbage, which is why, And actually, to be honest, I have not seen a film in the theaters, or I've not seen a Star Wars film since Last Jedi. Haven't seen
wow.
Solo. Haven't seen the Rise of Skywalker. I just gave up after Last Jedi.
I've seen the first 6 maybe because I had a Star Wars birthday when I was like
The first 6 are the best. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
when I was
come on.
very
6
little.
has What? The only 8. I actually really like 8. I thought it was a pretty good movie, but it was like the Porgs kind of carried it.
See, for me, the Pork's kind of it was one of many things that kind of killed it.
What?
But then again, I wasn't a fan of the Ewoks either in
What?
Return of the Jedi.
How are you not
Yeah.
friend? Like the stormtroopers come and like, hey, we're gonna beat you up, and then the Ewoks are like, no, you, and then they like just decimate them.
Yeah, evil teddy bears.
Evil teddy bears. Okay. Fourth question is, if you would eat at the same restaurant for a week, where would it be?
99
Someone
probably.
go first.
99.
99?
Yeah, like the new one. If I could eat there, like, do I have to live there or just have to eat there?
just eat there.
Oh, well, the last set of interviews we did, Caleb would live at the 99. He mentioned that. Well, he didn't mention he would live in the 99, but anytime we mentioned restaurants, he just said 99, 99, 99, so I'm sure.
Definitely Mr. Beast Burger.
Oh my god.
Mr. Beast Burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has he has a fast food chain. Seriously. It's
Yeah,
insane.
he started a fast food chain, and like there's one near my house, kind of, and I've gotten it a couple times, and it's actually like good. I was like, it's probably not that good, and then I tried it, and it's like one of the best burgers I've had.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Okay.
Of course it's Mr. Beast.
Time for a Google search.
Time for a Google search.
Let's see.
What if Google lied to you? We're like blind sheep, and Google is our shepherd.
That would be scary.
Don't-
So let's see.
We don't think about that.
Let's see. Restaurants. That's hard to say. If there's a, well, I'll do a few of them actually. Let's see. If it's around here, J&M across the street. I love their stuff. Their subs, their
yeah.
pizzas. They're dynamite. If it's in Boston, there's a place called Seabiscuit that used to be an Australian pie place that I
Sea
I-
biscuit.
Seabiscuit Baking
It's a
Company.
horse.
It used to be KO Pies and Catering, but the previous owner sold and went back to Sydney. And let's see. And if I'm traveling, York Steakhouse in Columbus, Ohio.
Never been there, but I bet it's good. Okay, my last question is, what is your favorite animal? Very simple.
Animal. Okay, my favorite animal is the googly-eyed stubby squid.
Of course it is.
Of course, because like
I've never heard of that.
Alright, so
Cute.
basically it's a plush of a squid that lives in the ocean, and is a squid, and they're adorable, and I love them.
Yeah, he made me look up a picture earlier. They do look like plushies.
My favorite animal would probably either be a cheetah or dogs.
Cheetahs.
Okay.
I like cheetahs personally.
Yeah.
Cheetahs are pretty cool. Okay, what about you?
My dog and my 9 cats.
Of course.
So fatty.
So shout out to Jesse. Let's see. Brubeck, Claire, Dinah, Daisy, Nina, Monk, Jane, and the rest of them.
Too many to remember.
Some of your cats?
Huh?
You forget the names of some of your
No, it's just after a while. It's like, well, okay, hold on. Okay. Since Patrick called me, here we go. The dog's name is Jesse. Okay, going alphabetical through the cats. We have Brubeck, we have Claire, we have Daisy and Dinah. That's 4 right there. And then after that, let's see. From there, we have Jane.
10.
Then we have Oscar. Monk.
A monkey?
No, we didn't name the monk after Thelonious Monk, the jazz musician.
What?
Yeah. Then we have Daisy. And darn it.
That's a weird name for a cat.
Yeah, that's a ruin. Yeah. That's well. Half the time I wind up when I'm talking to the cats at night, it's like, darn it. So kind of. But hang on here. The easiest way I'm going to be able to do this here is to punch this up. So pardon me for a second here while I look through my Photoshop Express file here.
You just have some notes in your phone. Of
No,
all the
okay, here we
names.
go. Oscar, Claire, Dizzy, Daisy, Dinah, Brubeck, Jane, Nina, Monk. There we go.
Monkey.
Oh my gosh. Are any of them related?
Yeah, actually, Daisy and Dinah are sisters, and also Dizzy, Monk, and Jane are litter mates too.
Nice.
And
Cool.
Nina had a sibling we named Simone, but she passed away a few years ago. So
Okay. Well, thanks to our guests, Asher, Bill, and Patrick, for joining us today. I'm Dealey, and I'd like to thank you for listening to the Cam Kids podcast.
Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick, and today we have our guest, Bill, Asher, and Delia.
Sup?
Hi. Welcome to the show. Because the show is the best show ever, by the way.
Obviously.
there you go.
Obviously.
You want to go into the show with a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Okay. For question 1, what is your favorite country?
Favorite country?
Yes.
I mean, probably the one we're in. So.
Okay,
no,
besides
not at all.
America. Besides America.
New Zealand. That's not.
Australia.
Australia is not a country?
Australia is a country and a continent.
What?
Yes.
What?
I don't really have a favorite one.
Not even Iceland.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. Probably my favorite, probably Italy. Australia. Italy, Australia, Ukraine. They haven't been doing so good.
Through no fault of their own,
Yeah, because Putin stinks, and
because
we
they
don't-
happen
we
to
all
have
don't
a jerk
like
for a
him.
neighbor. So, just out of curiosity, Asher, as a soccer fan, not Spain or Brazil.
I guess in terms of sports, probably, but just in general, I don't know.
Okay, so question 2. What would be your own superpower?
That's hard.
Waterbending, easy. So you know what you can do in the ocean? You can make dolphin sculptures. You can real life. You can real life MLG. You can
Probably-
do an MLG in real life.
The superpower that I would want would probably be teleportation, because I hate going in the car and stuff like that and going on drives.
Teleportation is OP. You
Agreed.
can just teleport inside a bank and grab the money and teleport out.
Good point. No one would know.
Although it's funny because in Star Trek fan groups, there's actually a discussion because obviously they have the transporter. It's like when you go through the transporter for the first time, does it kill you and make an exact replica of you? Like, is that still you when you materialize on the other
good point,
transporter
yeah.
pad? So,
My superpower is also teleporting, but it might not work every time. You might end up in the middle of Russia. You don't know. But to get to Connecticut, we have to drive like 4 hours. And it'd be so much easier to just not have to drive.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, waterbending is also super good because you can like also create ice because you can freeze the water,
Good point.
make it a solid.
Mine would be telepathy.
Oh.
That would be pretty cool.
Busted.
So you're like going up against somebody and use telepathy to plant some doubt in their mind.
Yeah.
Oh God, I could. No, what you do is make them sleep and then you beat them.
Well, not even make them
No.
sleep, but like there's like thing where they have to concentrate, and you stick this thing in their head. Did I leave the iron on? Hey, did I leave the iron on? Bang! You win.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now he's just had, your opponent has to deal with the fact that A, they lost the fight. B, their clothes might be wrinkled. And C, their house might be on fire because they left the iron on.
Okay. Question 4. What's your favorite season?
What?
Favorite
fall,
Season, like
winter.
fall, summer, winter.
Oh, winter, obviously. Winter or fall?
Why winter?
Cause it's fun.
Cause you're cold.
That's what heat. That's what heat and blankets are for.
Yeah. I think
I have to be with Delia on this one because, like, as we just came out of a horrific heat wave.
Yeah.
When it's super hot, when it's super cold, first of all, you can always bundle up.
Yeah, I
And if it's too hot, there's only so much you can go the other way with.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. For me, I think it would be winter would be my favorite, and then summer would be my second favorite because fall and spring they're kind of just like in the middle. But I like winter for skiing and everything, and summer is just fun because you can swim and everything. Yeah.
I'd say winter too because you bundle up, and also it's hockey season.
Yeah.
But I also lean towards summer because that's when Aussie football is in season. So.
My favorite is summer. You don't have to do school. It's beach, vacation, lakes,
yep.
everything. You also have no school. Did I mention that? Pools open up.
As long as you don't have to go to summer school.
No school.
If you go to summer school, then that sounds like a you
That-
problem. Not a me problem.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Well put. Well put. Oh, there we go.
So, what is everybody's? Wait. What was I gonna ask again?
Read your paper.
I was going to say, you went into cartoon character voice for a second there.
What?
Exactly.
Sound like Kirby.
What? What? No, I do not sound like Kirby.
Okay. Anyways, what is What do you have any phobias?
Yes. Claustrophobia. I'm afraid of small spaces.
Actually, no. That's a bad question. What's your favorite day of the week?
Wednesday. Early release
Definitely.
or Friday.
No,
Definitely
also
Saturday or
no
Friday.
weekends. No.
Then Friday. Definitely Friday.
Has to be Friday. Too.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yes, weekend.
Yeah, you know you're about to have the weekend, and
Yeah,
school's
right.
always easier on Friday.
Yeah, I feel like
Exactly.
school is so easy. Another one of my favorite days is probably Thursday. Thursday, it's just laid back.
Yep.
However,
laid
if you're buying a
back.
car, you don't want to buy a car that was built on a Friday.
Why?
Because people,
Oh, because
they're-
people are always lazy
They're already
on
checked
Fridays.
out
Yeah,
for the
they're-
weekend. So I was like, oh, this wasn't welded. Plop.
For our final question, I need to think of one. What's your favorite bug? Any bug? Insects? Just bug.
Jumping spider.
I don't have a favorite.
Or tarantulas are cute.
Either way, they're devil spawn.
They're so cute. I like their eyes.
Yeah, no.
You know, tarantulas have killed nobody.
Exactly.
Is that a fact?
Yes,
Okay, well,
they kill 0 people a year.
they're still ugly.
Guess how many Guess how many snails kill people a year?
250.
Probably none.
No.
What about the cone snail?
They kill like 250.
But we're not
was so
talking.
close.
We're not talking about people who choke on their escargot, though.
Do you know that 180 people die a year of getting hit in the head with coconuts?
Yeah, more than sharks.
Yeah.
Anyways, my favorite insect, probably some sort of caterpillar.
Fair. They're fluffy.
And I also like beetles of all kinds.
I can't stand beetles.
Why? Like stag beetles, rhinoceros beetles.
She hates them. Yeah.
hate them.
Sorry, wrong Beatles.
Gonna.
As I say, those sound more like crickets. And the crickets apparently learned how to play a harp. Nicely done. You're now entering the Twilight Zone. Someone's discovered the sound bank, everybody.
Okay.
A favorite, fabulous
What's
favorite
your
bug to
favorite
be
bug?
ant.
Ant.
Why?
Because ant.
Because they make colonies and they do interesting things and
What do they do?
They're
Interesting
harmless, so-
things. Get a worse workday. They don't even get paid.
yeah, so
So, money makes the world go round.
Maybe they do get paid, just in a different currency.
yeah, maybe they're paid in grains of sand.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, an ant finds a beach? Yes, I'm rich.
Yes, he's like the Elon Musk of ants.
Yeah. On top of
Wait,
that,
how do you carry grains of sand? Like,
they can carry like a lot of stuff.
yeah, they can
Yeah.
carry stuff 10 times their body weight.
Whoa.
Imagine if they were like our size. They could probably like, carry a dumpster truck.
There you go. Them!
What's your favorite bug / insect?
I don't really have one. Never thought about what my favorite insect is.
Actually, I would have to say second two would be
Guys,
bees.
today, interesting thing we're doing. We're making your volume worse because you don't have any favorite insects. So try to talk. Try to talk now.
Why would you lower my volume?
Cause you don't have a favorite bug / insect.
Say bees.
Yeah, bees, sure.
No, think about it. I mean, bees pollinate. They help things grow along.
I like bees.
They make honey.
I'll make your volume normal.
Thank
But I'll make
you.
mine a little bit higher because I'm clearly better.
Patrick, the audio fascist. I will control your lives.
I will mute. I have the power to mute.
Ruh-roh.
Do you realize you've endangered your entire family?
Was that a threat?
Okay.
Do you realize what
Yeah,
you've done? You just are a mute. No talking for you now.
Poor Asher trying to figure out what he did to endanger his family. His expression has changed. Poor Asher is now ashen.
I'm muted.
That too.
Bill gets a volume. He gets more volume because he's so great. Okay, I think we're done. Asher, bye. Bye guys.
Bye.
Recently on the at the end of the podcast, Asher got muted, so I'm just gonna destroy it.
Hello and welcome to the Cam Kids podcast. I'm Asher, and today my guests are Patrick, Delia, and Bill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello.
Okay, now turn this up. Why did you make you and Bill? Why is Bill the highest? Make us even.
All right. So
It's a respect thing, Patrick.
my first question is, what is your favorite video game and why?
My favorite. Minecraft? No.
So
no.
Patrick, what is yours?
Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a game where you're a bug and there's a virus, kind of like 2020, but it's a bug virus that kills everybody, and they're evil now.
That
And you
seems a
have
little
to
dark.
destroy them.
All right.
I think I'm gonna stick with Minecraft on peaceful mode.
Yeah, peaceful mode Minecraft for the win.
But also, it's tough as nails, and also everybody's mean to you. And you're probably like, Patrick, why do you like this game?
Patrick, why do you like this game?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because the combat is really good, and the schmovement.
All right, Delia, what is your favorite video game?
Did you just skip me?
Oh, you said
Minecraft
peaceful.
on-
Yeah.
You should
Bill,
pray that you're
Bill,
not.
do you
that
play
you're
any
not
video
on a
games?
microphone.
And what is your favorite?
My favorites would be Blades of Steel for the NES and GoldenEye for the Wii.
Cool.
GoldenEye.
All right. My next question is, do any of you guys have a favorite food?
Yes.
Food.
Mac and
Pasta.
cheese.
Anything on it?
Butter.
Simple.
Butter.
I like it. I have to
No
agree
red,
with
no
that.
red sauce, just butter.
I have to agree with that. That's pretty good.
Yes, I like mac and cheese.
Nice.
That's it.
Mac,
Just any mac and cheese.
mac and
Nice.
cheese. I like mac. Who doesn't like mac and cheese?
Yeah, mac and cheese is
sister?
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
My
Probably up there.
sister
Pretty
is
good.
a little different, guys.
There-
She
well-
just like mac and cheese.
Then mute.
There's a restaurant up in the Manchester area called Mr. Max, where it's nothing but mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I want to live there.
Yeah, very good mac and cheese. My ultimate favorite would be my favorite dinner would be country fried steak
That's pretty good.
with sausage gravy, bunch of potatoes and some green beans. I didn't realize my taste in food was that funny.
All right. And do you have a favorite hobby? Something you like to do?
Draw.
Anything specific?
In both ways, by the way.
Like
I'm so confused.
what's the second one?
In both ways.
On a chalkboard and a whiteboard.
What's your favorite type of drawing? Do you like cartoons? Do you like-
Cartoon, like everything.
Manga.
Manga? What? Who said that?
and
Manga is anime. The comics are backwards. Write your books right. Like, learn how to write a comic. One time I like bought this Pokemon manga, and like I like was reading like a normal person, and then I got spoiled the end. They do.
all right. And Delia, what's your favorite hobby?
Baking.
What's your favorite thing to bake?
Food.
Like, do you like to bake like
Cake.
desserts and stuff? Yeah, like cake.
No, I'm sorry.
And Bill, what is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby would probably be record collecting.
That's a cool one.
That's
yeah.
a really cool hobby.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And the next question is, do you have any favorite animals?
Yes.
Delia, you can go first.
I like bearded dragons or lizards or any reptile.
Reptiles are sick, especially crocodiles.
Bro, yeah, they're pretty cool.
Like, yes.
All right. And Bill, do you have a favorite animal?
Yeah, I would. Well, I said this before. I'll say it again. Predictable as all heck. My pets at home, my dog and my
Yeah,
9 cats.
yeah.
Those are my favorite animals. And I'm not going to go through the whole naming thing
Yeah.
again because we've already been there.
We've already done that.
Mine is the googly-eyed stubby squid for reasons that I've already explained. If you saw it, it's adorable, and you should see it. Look at that, Bill.
This favorite animal brought to you by Pat's House Calamari.
Yeah. And as I said earlier, my favorite animal is a cheetah, and second would probably have to be a dog.
Dog. I like dogs, but like they're not like my favorite domestic.
Well, the thing about cheetahs, they make really good snack foods.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheetos. I get it.
Mute Bill, because you said that. You have the power to do that. You realize
All
how
right.
much power you have.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
The next question I have is, do you have any pets, and what pets? We already went through this, but we'll do it again. Patrick, you can go first.
None. None. I'm religious. Really funny, smart
we need like the
Alec.
Price is Right. Boom, boom, ba boom. Wow.
Really funny, smart Alec.
All right. And Julia, what pets do you have?
I have a bearded dragon. I have 2 parakeets named Aqua and Magic. What is that?
And a partridge in a pear tree. Says the
then I
guy with
also
10
have-
animals at the house.
A dog. Her name is Ruth Bader
Yeah.
Ginsburg.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
you didn't go with like Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
That's actually magical.
That's a good one. Let's see. So we heard already, Bill, how many pets you have.
Yeah, it's too many. Yeah, too many.
Yeah, way too many.
So it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yeah,
Yeah.
the old joke.
Okay.
Guy walks a dog one day. He walks up to a guy, says, "You know my dog can talk?" It's like, "No." It's like, "Yeah, my dog can talk. Watch." He says, "Okay, dog. What does sandpaper feel like?" The dog goes, "Rough." Guy goes, "Oh, come on." He's like, "No, really. One more time. Who's your favorite Yankee of all time?" Dog goes, Ruth. It's like, okay, never mind. Kicks the guy out of the place. Guy's walking down. Dog looks up to him and says, "You think I should have said DiMaggio?"
That's a good one. So that is all the questions I have today. Thanks to our guests, Bill, Delia, and Patrick, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm Asher Norris,
Yeah.
and I'd like to thank you for listening to the Cam Kids podcast.